Hello, guys. Good evening to everyone. Okay, so I think there is a new way to do the lot size manipulation that is easier than the first one that I taught. So I'm going to upload this video, try and then practice this, and then use this instead. I think this is way easier, and then the risk here is less as compared to the first one where you have to open two or opposite orders. Okay, so what do you do? So you see, we have some indices. Okay, considering their default lot size, they are not safe to be traded using smaller accounts. Okay, so if you are going to trade that with a small account, then you need to manipulate the lot size. So this manipulation is called partial closure, which means that you are going to open an order with a particular lot size and then you close it partially. That you close some and then leave some. All right, so you only add your preferred order to it and then you open that order, then you close it partially. Okay, so some of these indices are VIX 50 1x, VIX 100, VIX 25 1x, VIX 10, VIX 50, and then step index. So you can see their default lot size, and then these are the recommended lot size. Now we believe that with this lot size, even with a smaller account like $20, $30, you can still be playing around these index. Okay, so around these indices. Okay, good. So let's start with VIX 50 1x. Okay, so going through the example, assuming we want to sell with 0.001. okay, what we will do is that we will open a sell order using the default lot size, and then we know the default lot size is what, 0.005, and then we will add the recommended lot size to it. So in this case, we are going to add 0.001 towards 0.005. That is what equal to 0.006. Now this is what you do. We will close the sell order partially using leaving only 0.001. We will close the order partially, leaving only 0.001, which means that we are going to close partially with what, 0.005, and then we'll be left with what, 0.001. This is very simple compared to the first one. Okay, and then the risk here is very low. Okay, like I said, this what, partial closure. So now let's take this to the chart and see what we are talking about. So please listen carefully and then practice this with your demo account and imply it or replicate it in your real account. Okay, so we go straight to MetaTrader. We have VIX 51x here. So assume you want to sell. Okay, so this time around we're not going to do two opposite things. We'll just go straight ahead. Now from the table, we have seen that the default lot size for VIX 51x is 0.005, but we are going to sell it for 0.001. So what are we going to do? We will add 0.001 to 0.005. That will give us what, 0.006. So we are selling. We will just go straight and then we sell at what, 0.006. So we hit a sell. All right, now we go to trades. We see our trading section. There's a lot size of what, 0.006. Now this is very volatile and very dangerous. This can go against you. So we are going to close this partially. So we hit on it, then you click on what, close position. Now when you come here, take out the default lot size, leaving your recommended or preferred lot size. So the default is what, 0.005. So we are going to close with what, 0.005. then you hit what, close. So you realize that you'll be left with what, a sell order of 0.001. So in this case, you don't have to do two things at a go. Just open one order, make sure you add the preferred lot size to that lot, and then you close it partially. Okay, so that's that. So this is for VIX 50. Let's do another example using step index. Okay, let's do another example using step index. Okay, so now we know that the default lot size of step index is 0.1, and I'm assuming we want to sell with what, 0.02. How do we do that? So we go straight. We are going to add our 0.02 to the default, which is what 0.1. That will give us what we are going to sell 0.12. So we hit on what sell. You get it? So it is selling with 0.12. So when we go there, step index, we close position, and then we are going to close it with the default, which is 0.01. 0.10. So we will close it, and we realize that we are left with what a sell order of 0.02. Okay, somebody may be thinking, does it only work for sales? No, it works for all. Okay, so let's take what do you call it, grade 10 for example. Let's say we want to buy. Okay, and now the default for this is 0.3. okay, the default is 0.3, and then we want to sell it was 0.1. so it means you are going to add 0.1 to 0.3. That's what 0.4. so sorry, we are buying. Okay, so we buy at what 0.40, and then we buy. Okay, so when we buy, then we go there. It's what volatility 10 that we are talking about. So we close this position with the default, which is 0.30. Okay, then we close it. So you realize that we will now be buying with what a lot size of what 0.1. so we have manipulated this, and this one makes it less risky. Okay, though the profit may not go increasingly like you want it to be. Okay, like you wish that it would be moving $1 per paper or something, but it wouldn't be doing that. But regardless of that, so far as you are doing the right thing, like you catch the direction and all, you will still make money. Look at this. Assuming we can stay in this trade for 30 minutes or an hour, and then it should go in our favor, we are going to benefit, regardless of the fact that we are using what a least loss side. You understand that? So please, it is better to protect your account and to build profit consistently than to focus on getting big money at once and then you end up losing everything. Okay, so I hope this video helps. Okay, thank you very much. Bye.